Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good things. Silent.
Yeah, say no. To be reminded of everyone.
Roll call of members, please.
Gary Roth.
Here.
Mark Buckeye.
Here.
Barb Bosler. Chrissy Coulter.
Here.
Summer Zugib. Shelley Smelsley. Amy Dobbs. John Carroll.
Here.
Lauren Smothers.
Here.
Can you hear?
We have a quorum.
Alrighty, approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Have a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of minutes from July 27th, 2026.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public Works report.
All right, so we looked into no parking signs for, to keep people off the grass. There's a couple piles of samples there, if you all want to take a look at those.
Jeff, will we be able to, there's a sign printing machine in the budget for next year.
Okay.
Will we be able to print these?
We should be able to.
Okay.
Are you talking for a street department to do all the, yeah, I mean, it should be able to do all that.
Okay.
Well, does there need to be an ordinance number or something on that?
There is an ordinance.
That's what I'm saying. Does it need to be
On
put on the sign?
Doesn't have to be.
It'd be up to be able to ticket them if,
To enforce it?
I'll double check with Chief. I don't think so.
cause we ran into that with something before.
Okay.
But if we print them, we'll be able to put that on there, right?
Huh?
Like this one.
If we print them, we'll be
Yeah.
able to put all that on
I
there.
don't like the word please. Are you looking for comments on these?
I'm guessing, yeah, y'all need to,
Well, I would delete the word please.
Because that's like a choice.
Then it sounds like there's no ordinance.
yeah.
Ah, true.
I do like that sign the best, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on the,
Yeah, because it says drive and park, where
Yeah.
these are just,
Right.
I would
This
just
is
say
kind
no
the keep off the grass kind of reminds me of
dogs.
like how I am in my house
I-
with kids.
get on my ground. Yeah.
Even with that one in your right hand, Lauren, you could do, don't even say, do not just no parking or driving on the grass.
I mean, I think that's worded pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm with you. The please could probably
Yeah, be gone.
That's
be
like-
gone off of
It's like
it.
you're asking.
Good point, John.
Yeah, because the please does kind of, it's optional.
Oxygen masks will drop down. There's something.
Please get up to the table, please.
So y'all can talk about that and make a decision, or we can look for different ones too.
And where will these be placed?
We'll have to figure that one out too. There's a couple places that are pretty prone for people to use as little shortcuts, or they drive and park to watch like the baseball game, like down at St. John's Field and stuff. They'll sit up on the hill, and there's just a few different places that they just
Leave it
are
up,
prone to go.
leave it up to them to put them within, you guys.
Depends on how many we want to make, but especially up around the park house. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of how bad they tore up the lawn during county fair. So,
There probably just needs to be one at each entrance also,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so you can,
And kind of like just how we have the, if you deface property, it's $500 fine, just kind of have them throughout the park just to let people know. We potholed water line at the old pool area for a potential splash pad, and it's 4-inch cast iron. Replaced a broken spindle on one of our zero-turn mowers. We did buy 3 grass carp put in the pond at Pear Marquette. We cut and hauled away the white pine at Pear Marquette. Painted the soccer fields for the Valley League. A mini split pump would cost $1,100 for the equipment. A heat pump does both heating and air conditioning. This includes the line set covers that can be painted to match the building. We will do the installation in-house. So Corey'd be
Spent
leading.
more than that on repairs last year from his region.
We did. That we did.
Did you name the grass carps?
I didn't even get to see them. Corey and Paw put them in there, so.
I bet if you go down there, come up and talk to you though.
Well, mine,
Talk to them
it'd be
nicely.
kind of cool for kids, like, name the cat. Next.
Put name tags
I
on.
guess we need a motion to
Do we have money in
Purchase
the
the
budget
fitness
to do that?
If not, we'll use general revenue.
Okay.
and so,
Thank you, the park looks great.
Thank you. I went on vacation for a week, so I'm still playing catch up.
Yeah, I can tell that one.
Jeff,
But-
is
Or do
this, for this mini split, is this a size for that space?
No.
Yeah. Yep.
That-
But I'm saying, if we want to vote on doing that, does that need to be an agenda item first?
Do we have anything else
I
for
would
this
just stick
gentleman?
straw poll.
We're talking about it
It's
right now.
okay.
They are?
Make it happen.
Yes.
It's $1,100.
Okay.
You want me to ask?
Sure, or do we want to do a motion and then a yea or a
I'll make a
nay?
motion.
I got a motion
Or,
to
For the
put
mini,
the
for the mini split.
mini split in the bathrooms up by the big pavilion.
Would it
sure.
just take one?
Yeah, just
Motion
one.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We'll get her done.
Perfect.
Do it for 1099.
Huh?
Thank you.
You're
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm gonna stick around. I wanna hear about this splash pad.
Old business. Pierre de Luminaries. How close did I get?
Close enough. Pair de Lumieres.
Pierre de Luminaires. It's not all de Luminaires. Okay.
Still taking applications, still hovering around the 7 mark, 4 of which are from one business. I'm a little concerned about that. I haven't been able to make contact with him yet. Everything else has been put on hold until the funding came through, which is right here.
Can you speak up just a little bit?
Yeah, sorry, I'm recovering from having a cold. I'm a
That's all right.
little raspy. We have to get together. The Friends of the Park does after this to decide how and where those funds are being spent so we can get a plan to get things in line. That's what we have to meet about. That was scheduled for tomorrow due to a death in the family. We're gonna postpone it out about a week pending everyone's schedule, if you're good with that.
Okay, I thought tomorrow was for pumpkin.
As for all of it.
Okay. All right,
Yep,
great.
yep. So we'll aim for next week on that. Once this is cashed and we've decided how to spend the money, then we start hoofing it and going, I'm gonna go business to business and ask for more sponsors. I believe the application deadline date is October 1st. So now's when the work really starts. That's as much as I've got on it.
Everything else seems to be falling in place.
Yeah, everything's been fine. Actually, I'm surprised it's taking care of itself. We did our second push on social media, got a lot of attention, and we kind of backed off during Jurdafet, just kind of let the other city events do their thing. But now it's time to go. It's time to run with it.
So the check came in, so that's Friends of the Park from the Ozark Community Foundation.
Okay.
That's $1,500, which is what was requested, and it is ready to be deposited.
So Lauren or Barb can do that. They're the two on the account. So that just needs to go to the bank.
Also, just while it's on my mind, can we get flyers for that?
That's what
That's what
this,
that's for.
so that's why I haven't went business to business yet, is because we need some flyers printed with the QR code that links to the display
Okay.
application.
Okay, so we
And
can,
then there will be a second round of flyers for the public. But the one I'm focused on right now is getting the sponsors. Because if
Right.
we don't get more people, we don't have much of a display.
So you've got 7
7.
commitments?
But 4 are from the same business owner. And I cannot get him on the phone to make sure he's planning on 4 separate displays, one of which is a tunnel of lights. And I'm nervous about that because I'd really like to tie him up, if he is going to do a tunnel of lights, with someone from the city or the road department to say, hey, here's your dimensions, you know,
A
cars.
drive-through tunnel of lights?
Mhm.
Over the entirety of the
Yeah.
road? Yeah, I mean, I want to organize that with public.
That's what I'm saying, is I really need to get him on the phone so we can get him a point of contact, whether that be Jeff or Corey or someone that can kind of make sure that's done correctly. But I have tried and not been successful.
Okay. Maybe afterward, we'll
Yeah.
talk.
Yes.
I have had 2 organizations call here and ask about, and that was the hospital.
So we're working with the hospital right now for the second corporate sponsorship. They were willing to do the larger displays themselves, but when I mentioned a corporate sponsorship, having that hillside like we'd initially talked about, they are extremely interested in that.
And then it wasn't the organization or the business, it was an employee, and that was McDonald's, so we'll see.
Okay, okay, yeah, I haven't spoken with them yet. Like I said, I've kind of backed off until we knew that money was here,
Okay.
but now,
I have
It's
a
game time.
message on a point, somebody asked him about a point of contact, and I told them you, it's Bruce Terry.
he hasn't contacted me.
Okay.
Was he interested in a display? Get with me after and I'll get his contact
Okay.
info from you. That way we can reach out to him. Everything's live. All of the applications are functioning. The welcome emails went out a week and a half ago to each person that has applied. And it just kind of breaks down what the next steps are, like what we expect from them, rules and regulations being signed, things like that. So they have it. We're just waiting for them to come back. That's not due until the 15th of October, so they have time on the other ones.
maybe we should email that to every board member too, so they know what people are seeing.
Sure,
you
yeah,
know.
I can do that. I
That'd be
can forward-
helpful, so if anyone came up to us personally,
And you've got the information.
Yeah.
I would love that. The more people that have it, the better, because you
Right.
can, you can answer questions and you understand what we're doing better, because up until this point, I think it's just been you and Barb and Bova that's really seen the behind-the-scenes side of it. So, no, I'm happy to do that.
perfect.
So
And
when
then
you're
we'll
done-
talk more about other, like the flyers and all that stuff at
Yeah.
our meeting.
Yeah, the other meeting, I want to get everyone on board so everyone knows where that money is going to and who it's being spent with. Because if we can keep it local, I want to.
Right.
I do. Now, there's some things we can't keep local, like the timers. They're about $80 in town or $20 on Amazon. So we can't, we can't be that frivolous just to keep it local, but we will do what we can.
When you're sharing social media, who's that coming from?
Initially, it was coming from the Parks Board because the Friends of the Park did not have its own Facebook page. Since then, we've created a Facebook page. It looks entirely different than the Parks Board page, so it's being cross-shared between both of them now. Because the page for the Parks Board has a substantial following, where a new page, like the Friends of the Park,
Right.
kind of looks scammy with being a newer page and not having any followers or friends, so we're kind of leaning on each other right now.
Gotcha.
Do you have the email addresses for all the board members?
I should in my welcome packet from when I first came here. If not, I'll reach out to Mr. Boba over
Yeah.
there.
That's why I was pointing to you.
What's your point of John?
No, that'll be this.
So is that it on Pierre de Lumiere's?
What's that? Pair de Lumieres?
Was I close?
You're very close.
Okay.
You're getting better, Gary.
All right. Anything
Well,
else?
it's exciting,
It is. I'm very excited.
and it works out better with that meeting, so you want to just literally do it a week, the same Tuesday?
We'll get together after because it depends on Barb and Shelley's been to most of them so far. You have been coming because you're doing most of the graphics for us, and you've actually made it to most. So we'll kind of get together and see. This is kind of a blended meeting. It's not just Pair de Lumieres, it's the Pumpkin Glow too. Getting our ducks in a row for that. Since I was volunteered for another committee.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Welcome to the world of volunteers.
Yeah.
All 5 of us. Need to get the community more involved in these things, you know, especially the pumpkin thing.
So I do have
That
volunteer
is so cool. I'm not
applications.
gonna be able to be there this year.
Neither, but anyway, okay,
Okay, good.
where are we?
Master Plan Committee reports, fundraising. Barb's not here. Trail Committee.
Continue to await notification of whether we've won the RTP grant that we applied for in February. It says they have to make some decisions by November.
Be here tomorrow. Oh,
It's in the mail.
Playground Committee, nothing. Bathroom Committee. We kind of recovered that'd be you.
We're going to install a mini split.
And we just approved it.
Yes, thank you very much. It was needed.
New business, accessible picnic tables.
So I had a really polite woman call me about 3 weeks ago and ask if we had any accessible picnic tables. And I didn't know the answer to that question, so
No, we do not.
went around. We do not. I thought for sure there were probably some at the Braden's Playground Pavilion at the Y. There are not. So I laid this in front of you. My plan is to order 2 of these before the end of the fiscal year, so probably after this meeting, and have 2 of them available at the big pavilion.
Yeah,
There's-
that'd be really the only spot that you could park and wheel up and be able to utilize it.
Yeah, and there's a paved entrance, though we're gonna have to put a little bit of concrete or something, fill right there at there's a little bump there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's also accessible, but we're gonna get those
And to
ordered.
the bathrooms.
And it's accessible to the bathrooms, yes.
Well, we do have those 2 new trash cans to put up there.
Yay.
What if because right now, just to get onto the big pavilion, it's just a little piece of asphalt, and it's like maybe 4 foot wide. Once we rip those trash cans out, what's your guys' thoughts on actually doing concrete?
8 foot wide, maybe.
Like, do a wider approach into the big pavilion, right onto the asphalt
That
parking
makes
lot?
sense.
That'd be a good idea.
Especially for
'Cause then
people
we
like
could do-
loading stuff in and out.
Because it's flat going all the way across there, so you really wouldn't even have to have like the ADA little pad there or nothing, just be concrete. Just have to cut a little bit of the curb back, then we could spread the trash cans. Put them in the same spot, just on both sides, but just have a wider approach. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Like, how many trash cans do we have, or what, are those the ones that are costing money? Oh, are we just reusing the ones? My
But we
thought was-
still need to get the actual cans themselves. These are just containers that we put cans in,
Yeah.
and then they got like a nice lid.
These are the ones like we put out at Valley Spring.
Yep, I got 2 more that go at Big Pavilion.
Yeah.
Because that pavilion being so big, once you have a group of people up there, those 2.
Well, we used to have those 2, and then we had 2 on the back corners.
Yeah.
On each corner.
Right.
But we've been going through the bottoms of those trash cans, just, they rot out. Like, I'm down probably 4 or 5 trash cans.
The barrels.
I just
Yeah,
made
barrels.
myself a note on them.
So,
Because that was what I was getting
because I
at.
actually have to kind of, like soccer started, so now I took the one from Betty's field.
Right.
Moved it up to the soccer field, so I'm kind of just
Oh, see, that's ridiculous. We need.
moving trash
So
cans
2
around.
months
just
ago,
to
you said
accommodate.
that. Where do you want these trash cans? And we can,
Perfect, because we do. I mean, we shouldn't have to be,
I mean, we can't order the holders, maybe in next fiscal year if you guys want to, but barrels, Gary has been talking about getting some, and we can get more
And
barrels.
I have extra lids, so if we get barrels, we can paint them green, paint them black, whatever, and put them back in the corners, because
You wanna,
it was nice when we had 4 trash cans up there.
would you mind sending me a list of where you think like you'd like to have them, and then Jeff?
Well, I know the basketball court used to have one, there's not one there anymore. Betty's Field doesn't have one now, it's at the soccer field.
Right.
And then 2 at the big pavilion.
Do each of the little pavilions have one?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I just.
But a lot of
like
those,
where
the
there's
bottoms
gathering
are about to
spots
come
should have
out.
Trash cans.
we pretty much need to replace all of our trash cans, like the barrels, for sure.
Okay.
Because
And
if there is a good one, it's got rust at the bottom, it's only gonna be a matter of time before it rusts out.
And that's something like, you might need to spend a little bit of money to invest in something that we're not gonna have to replace every 5 years because it's rusting out or anything. I know we don't have a lot of money, but I think moving forward, we should consider.
Well, those holders would help because it holds them up off the ground.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So any water that gets in there will actually go through the bottom of it and it doesn't just sit there on concrete and
Right.
rot. So,
We'll work on that.
but those are expensive, I imagine. I highly doubt that.
Just money.
Just money, yeah.
Trash cans.
Okay. So,
LWCF
I'm
grant. Oop, I'm sorry, was you not ready to move?
I wasn't, I'm sorry. The 2 cans at the big pavilion are gonna get replaced, are the holders, and then
Well, we
everybody.
were talking about doing that this week, but if we want to widen that up, do I want to just go ahead and just put them, like pretend that we are going to widen that up and just move them out?
So that's what I was gonna say, is
That way you're
everybody
not
on,
double moving them.
Yes.
everybody's on board with widening the entrance to the big
Yes.
pavilion?
Oh, yeah.
Do we need to get a bid on the concrete or do it in-house? I mean, it's only
Oh,
going
you
to
can
be,
do that in-house.
yeah, it's only going to be a few yards. It ain't
Yeah, yeah.
gonna be much.
Okay,
Okay.
so, good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to do 8 foot? Is that what we want to do?
Well, I think that's a good number.
Yeah. And then I'll
There's
get,
the room there between the
Yeah.
and then I'll get these ordered.
main pillars.
So these are gonna be, we've used the infrastructure or capital funds for parks for this year. So these will be with general funds.
Is there new tables in the big pavilion already?
That's-
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, if these were replacing them, where were them gonna go, but, okay,
Well, I mean, there's enough room up there, we could probably throw those 2 in there and still keep. what we have
Okay.
there.
The day I was up there was a room.
Yeah, there's plenty of-
spot for an entire new room.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
okay.
This place that you're getting these from, would they happen to have signage too? Because I think it'd be helpful at the pavilion to have signage on a post or something
Showing-
letting.
showing
That you could see from
ADA
the parking
accessible.
spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes and yes.
I will find out.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Am I sorry yet?
No.
LWCF grant.
So, as Jeff alluded to, there's been quite a bit of talk during the budget meetings with the board about the splash pad, and and a few other things are kind of falling into place. So the Land and Water Conservation Fund grant opened up a couple weeks ago. Nick and Mary Dunsey have volunteered to help me write that grant. That's a 50-50 grant. So whatever we can put forward, if we write a good enough grant, scores high enough, that we'll get matched with the same amount of funds. We've looked at the spot of the old pool, like we talked about. There's a 4-inch cast iron line there. A recirculating system would have a pump, so the water could be pumped to the system. There is a little bit of waste, so I think there is a sewer line involved. I have some of the specs here, but what I really want to get to is a couple things. One, the Board of Aldermen, so I had $25,000 coming from general revenue, $25,000 coming from parks, and then Rotary committed $25,000. And then there are a couple of members of Rotary, I believe, whose businesses will commit $25,000 worth of in-kind work, whether that's excavation or concrete or whatever. The board last Thursday asked if we could raise those amounts to $50,000. So $50,000 from parks, $50,000 from general revenue. Parks doesn't have that amount of money, so it ends up coming from general revenue or capital expenses anyway, but they all agreed that that's what they wanted to do. So now they haven't passed the budget yet, but this was their idea, so the budget gets passed over the next 2 of the next 3 meetings. So 50,000 from general revenue, 50,000 from parks, that's 100,000, 25,000 from Rotary, 25,000 in kind, that's 150,000. So at this point, unless anybody else wants to step forward and donate money, we'll apply for a $150,000 grant through the Land and Water Conservation Fund. All told, that'll be $300,000. That's a lot nicer splash pad than $150,000. So the hope there is a larger splash pad with a few more features, some sunshades and benches. Of course, that will also be ADA accessible, so there'll have to be a concrete walkway put from the parking lot over to where it will go. There are more things that have to fall in place, like winning the grant. So that grant is due November 14th, probably not awarded till February, like we've been waiting on the RTP. Yeah. But I wanted to give you an update. So now we have, assuming the board passes the budget over the next month, $150,000 committed to splash pad, and then we'll apply for a grant to match that 150. That grant, the more support you can put behind it, as with any grant, the higher it scores. So probably in September, I'll bring like a letter of support from the park board that you'll vote on. We'll get one from the Board of Aldermen. I'll ask a few other organizations if they want to support that. And then we'll probably put out we have the park master plan. That's also points on the grant, shows the splash pad. We'll probably also put out another short survey monkey asking people about it, so that's more public support that would go towards the grant. The only other thing that was brought up, I think Gary has brought it up, and then the Donzies, Nick and Mary asked about it. So if you have any ideas, let me know, but we're going to see if there's any corporate sponsors out there who want to put the pavilion in at the same time as the splash pad. That would be nice, because the pavilion also has bathrooms.
Right.
So if you know anybody who's got $100,000 sitting around, we would appreciate that.
John?
I'd have to do something.
That's 2 of them looked at you, John.
John, it's okay, they looked at me too.
Or
Well,
smoke.
maybe you two together.
Must be just outside of
It'd
town.
be the Mark and John Pavilion.
The only other thing I wanted to ask about, it's not related to the grant, but I wanted to give you that full update is, again, we've used all our infrastructure money for the parks for this year, but there was talk of a basketball goal, and then Robert told me last month, somebody, it might have been Lauren, said no to the basketball goal
No.
at Pinkley.
Yeah, remember it was just we were gonna kind of have it lower just for the smaller kids or whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
I mean, you can buy one that,
Adjust.
yes,
Yeah,
they're more expensive, but
I thought we were talking just a shorter one, like on the other end
That's
from
what I
the
thought,
big
I
goal.
thought that's what you're talking about too. Keep the one high one, then the lower one on the other
kids to do
side.
it, and then there was talk about it's not even a standardized court, it's not supposed to be set up to
No,
play.
it was
It's
just
just to have
A
fun.
slab that got poured in the basketball.
but you could, if you put one at each end, you could have a little pickup game back and forth, so.
Yeah, we could, but if one's like permanently that, the other one, you know.
So I guess next year, when we get into, after October, let me know. It's something we can look into. Okay, okay.
So Debbie,
I don't mean to be like a negative Nanny, but
you are.
what if the grant doesn't come through? I don't want that just to squash the idea of the splash pad, the splash pad, you know? I mean, they would be matching us $150,000. Is there a possibility that it would be less than that, or is it just lump sum? Is that how it works? Like, okay, we can't match it, but we'll give you this when it's a 50-50 grant?
I imagine that might be a possibility. I think if we don't get the grant, we can still push forward with $150,000.
Yeah, that money
But obviously,
won't
it's
go
going to be
anywhere.
significantly smaller splash pad with fewer features.
But
So-
the feature itself is the expensive part.
Right.
You can put the
expand
plumbing
them?
in for it.
Yes.
You can expand them?
Yeah, because
So-
most of them features bolt up to the same
Right.
fitting. Like your fitting is just in the slab, and you can move the features around and add more. You know, you have a
Either
valve,
way-
you just don't turn that one on. If it's a blank, they have a cover.
Yeah, I mean, some of the large expense also in this is the recirculating system, right? You're putting a well in the ground, you're putting a pump, you're putting a, filter. You
Right.
can put a UV system as kind of a double,
Kills it, yeah.
filter.
But I mean, that all part of it's not that extravagant. The pump and the filter and Perryville's is just a swimming pool filter.
But there's cost.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, if we gonna put in a recirculating system, we have to pour concrete, we have to do excavation, we have to run water lines, electricity, an ADA accessible sidewalk. The place you would cut would probably be the size of the pad and the number of features, if you had to go from 300 to 150. And they have options in here for 150, but it's significantly smaller.
Yeah, I just wish, and I hope that we do qualify and get it, because, you know, it would be nice to have a nice one and not
Right.
just, okay,
Start
here's
off-
a splash pad.
Start off with something nice instead of waiting a couple years to add on to this one, then add on.
Yeah,
Do you need something from us to approve this, or?
No, next month I'll bring a letter of support from the park board, and that's what we'll submit with the grant.
The letter of support, oh, sorry, John, go ahead.
If the grant is not conveyed, I don't know why we couldn't go back to some of our supporters and say, unfortunately, other projects around the state outscored us, and we really think this is what the kids need and deserve in our community, and can we kind of kick it up a notch? To, you know, I bet you could get it done.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope so.
Was this able to like a letter of
There's-
support from like the hospital, stuff like that? I mean,
The more letters you
it's
turn in, the more
recreation.
points you can get, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, like we could ask the county if they wanted to supply one. It's come up, I think, I don't know, we may have even had the conversation here, that this is competition for the water park. I don't see it as competition
No.
because this would be free. And from what I've read, this is mostly like 2 to 6 year olds, maybe 2 to 7 year olds.
it's like apples and oranges, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not, and even it's, what if it is? We have more than one restaurant in town, you have more than one gas station, you know, it's, back to that, why is that?
Yes,
But, yeah.
and it's in the master park plan, so.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we do, you know, there's always gonna be
somebody, yeah.
something, but I just wanted to keep the momentum going on this, because it's very exciting, this is a,
I like it.
And again, Nick and Mary, Mary, I mean, they're very positive.
they are,
The city of St. John, I went back, there's been 3 Land and Water Conservation Fund grants granted in St. John County over the past 15 years, none of them for the city of St. John, so I think that bodes well. I think it bodes well that it's in the plan, bodes well that we're gonna have $150,000 to put towards it, and it's gonna come from at least 2 entities, or at least 3 entities, if not more.
Right.
So there's a lot of chips falling into place. So
and I
hopefully-
was hoping things like that would help, and not the fact, and I don't know if it has anything to do with anything, but Perryville's was funded, they got a grant from these people too. Do they like, okay, we just gave this big one 30 miles down the road, that doesn't matter?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's good. Because we can't all get to Perryville to get to that. And that's a nice splash pad there.
Awesome
Have you
news.
seen it? Have you
Yes,
gone
it is
splashing
good
at the
news.
Perryville splash pad? It's nice. And it's
It
not
is.
that big.
It's
you know,
not, it's not big, but it's really
It is
nice.
so well designed in that hillside. It was
Yeah.
good planning on that.
Good use of a strange piece of land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
very, very good. And the bathrooms are so nice in between both of them. It's really handy. The bathrooms were very handy. Really handy. We're gonna have to have bathrooms there. Not have
Find
to,
somebody to
but,
do that corporate pavilion.
okay, that's exciting.
Any other business?
We had a person step forward that would volunteer to fill the final slot, so the park board is a 9-member board. And so Sharon Grass will be nominated for the park board, and it'll be on the board agenda Thursday. Be appointed to park board. That'll fill the park board. And then I reached out to, there are 3 members who are coming up for renewal. That's Mr. Carroll, Mr. Buckeye, and Mr. Zugabe. All 3 will be also on the agenda for a reappointment. It'll be strange because it'll be a 2-year term. Somehow the terms have gotten messed up. So there's supposed to be 3 every 3rd year. So 3 1 year, 3 the next, 3 the next, and so on. And they're not that way right now. So the nomination would be for Mark, John, and Summer to be appointed to a 2-year term. So then there'd be 3 up in 27, 28, 29.
Sounds kind of like our political system right now, doesn't it?
We're gonna fix this one.
Good.
That
Dave
is
for
all.
president. Any other business? Going once. Going twice.
Just real quick, did we decide on park hours? I sent y'all a picture. Remember we discussed the park hours? Did you see the picture I sent last time?
That was from you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is a sign posted with the hours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Even
I
there,
did
I
see
didn't
that.
realize there even is at the skate park. There's the skate park rules and the hours are at the bottom.
So we're covered.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. Motion adjourned.
We got a motion?
I got a motion.
Did you second?
You second?
Second?
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.